Javelin invite to kick things off, playing from left to right of screen. Naveen Jude, their talisman to get things started. As referee Dylan Pereira blows the whistle to get things going, it's Rizkan and Javelin now getting the game underway. Both teams have a lot of balance when it comes to experience and youth. Sundaraj Niresh, Mohammad Shahil for Saunders, and Naveen Jude and Sabir Razunia on the bench for Javelin. All very talented youngsters. And that's a terrible challenge from Mohammad Rizkan. It's completely taken out Sanoj Samira. We are only into the first minute of the game. Sanoj Samira doesn't make too much of it. He's back on his feet and getting back into position. Shot from range, no problems whatsoever for Dhammika Senarath. He'll take his time before gathering the ball. It's not the greatest of kicks. He's given it away early on. Luckily for him, Lakmal Pereira was there to mop up the danger. And Saunders have a corner kick. First opportunity to put some pressure on the Javelin defense. Remember, it was from a corner that Saunders got the equalizer against Blue Star. Krishant Abesekara it was who took it, and this delivery is into a good area, but it's cleared away temporarily at least. And Javelin eventually get the danger clear. It's poor judgment from Priyadarshana. Dhammika Senarath gathers comfortably. Javelin absolutely blew away one of the tournament favourites, Renown, in the quarterfinals, courtesy of a dominant first half performance, and they'll be hoping they can repeat that against Saunders. Here's Janaka Chaminda, who started the rout with a well-placed free kick, and he's won his team a throw. Here's Chaminda once again. Back to Rizkan. Aleem. Chip ball over the top for Naveen Jude. He went up with his boots high. And Asanka Viraj bravely came and gathered and is not impressed. Certainly caught him pretty badly, did Naveen Jude. And Asanka Viraj looks like he's okay to continue. Coach Sumit Valpala off his bench. So only 5 minutes in. He's urging his players on. And they'll have another corner. Beg your pardon, it's a goal kick signaled by the linesman on the far side. Javelin without Chamara De Silva, who misses out through suspension. Rizwan Shaib comes in to replace him. But apart from that, it's the same team that started against Renown. Aleem lifts it into the air. Here comes Saunders. Dharmapala, that's a poor pass picked off by Aleem. And Tumidu Hettiarachchi and Priyadarshana combine to get it as far as Abdullah. Here he's on the roll, but Chanukairanga, the skipper, puts in a thundering block. Rizwan Shaib does well to prevent Indri Baudara reaching that ball. Throw in for Java Lane. Here's Shaib once again. Sanoj Samira and Sajid Dharmapala now. Plays it out wide. Here's Udara. Does brilliantly. Indriva Udara. Or maybe not quite so, as the linesman on the far side has indicated that the ball went out of play before his cheeky little back heel. And it in fact is a Java Lane goal kick as opposed to a Saunders corner. Sajid Dharmapala. Shahil. Here's Isiru Pereira. Here's Niresh. Krishanta Besekara. Indri Budara opted to fizz it in low. Couldn't get it past the backtracking defender. That's Fahim. Sali picks out Abdullah. Here's Abdullah once again. Releases Naveen Jude. Tumudu Hettiarachchi takes him out. And it's going to be a free kick for Java Lane. Good chance to whip across into the box. And Tumidu Hettiarachchi appears to have come out a lot worse after that challenge. It was him who went in hard on Naveen Jude. Here's Janaka Chaminda standing over the ball to try and whip it between the edge of the 6-yard box and that defense line. It's a good ball in and just about got away. Low cross in once again, cleared away by Saunders. Hettiarachchi is okay to continue. Rizkan picks out Sali. Abdullah. Rizkan. Janaka Chaminda. Hettiarachchi forced into clearance. Rizkan thought of a shot, decided against, picks out Abdullah. But that's not the cross he was looking for. Mohammad Abdullah behind Asanka Viraj's goal for a goal kick. Abdullah was very effective when play was stretched against Renown, where he had the space and time to get around the defense and get his crosses in. But Saunders aren't drawn out as easily. They started a game on the conservative side as Niresh now finds Udara. Udara thinks of a shot and he's hit the woodwork. Niresh now with the follow-up. Straight at the keeper though. A brilliant effort from Indriva Udara, who as in the quarter-final has started brightly. Janaka Chaminda fouled and Rena Javalin have a free kick. Munir Sali goes long towards Rizkan. He can't control it under pressure. That's a poor pass by Sanod Samira, and Alim smashes his shot into his teammate. Rizkan was trying to get out of the way. It goes out harmlessly for Saunders throw-in. Niresh picks out Shahil. He's dispossessed by Malaka Pereira, and he wins a free kick as well. Shaib can't quite pick out his pass, and I'm joined in the commentary box by Nawad Vijay Vikrama. Saunders starting the game slightly the better of the two teams.
Yes, indeed, Ashwin. I think though Javelin has the form coming into this match, Saunders also 21 champions, I must add, 21 times FA Cup champions, knows how to perform at the big stage in the FA Cup semi-final. Javelin, of course, coming into their first ever FA Cup semi-final. Now, looking back at the team sheets, now Chamara De Silva is out with a suspension, a double yellow for Javelin, as Sajid Kumara dinks one in, headed back across. Now him, Chamara De Silva and Fahim Nizamdeen has proved to be rock solid at the back. Now, how much of a difference would that make? I think you watched a match, I think, against Crystal Palace versus Javelin. In that match, Rizwan Shoaib played.
Yes, Chamara De Silva is very good defensively. He also has the ability to play out from the back, as Sanod Samira has an effort from range. Go harmlessly wide of Dhammika Senrat's goal. As I was saying, there's no doubt that Nizamdeen and De Silva are their best centre-back pairing. But Usman Shaib is a decent replacement. Not as confident on the ball as Chamara De Silva. As here come Saunders in the Rivudara. Can't get it past Munir Sali. Chanuke Ranga, that's a poor pass. Picked up by Shahil. Isuru Pereira trying to pick out Niresh. It's picked up by Krishant Abesekara. He is found in Driva Udara. Twisting and turning. Munir Sali does well, holding him up. And Muhammad Abdullah completes the job. Here's Niresh. Trick not quite coming off as Rizkan spins away from a challenge and gets Javelin up the field. Here's Mohammad Abdullah. Back to Rizkan. Good defending by Priyadarshana, coming across and forcing the mistake from Rizkan Faizer.
Ashwin, we have a good mix of youth and experience from both the sides. I mentioned in that quarterfinal as well. As Krishant Abesekar from range, slicing is wide. For Javelin, we have Naveen Jude starting up front with Mohammad Rizkan anchoring the midfield role, and they have Shabir Razunia on the bench, the Sri Lanka under-16 skipper, while they have Janaka Chaminda, Muhammad Alim and Muhammad Abdullah for experience. Muhammad Alim, of course, a former Sri Lanka player. Now for Saunders, they too have the Sri Lanka under-19 players, Muhammad Shahil, who is patrolling on the right wing, Indri Udara, former youth player, and the number 13 jersey, Suntaraj Niresh, while Sanoj Samira, Dumindu Hettiarachchi with the long locks, both of them former Sri Lanka players as well. So it will be a very interesting clash as a header from Mohammad Rizkan to the far post. Brilliant delivery from Janaka Chaminda. The execution from Rizkan just lacking on that occasion.
Yes, Asanka Viraj was rooted to the spot as that header flew across his goal. Luckily for him, didn't quite creep in at the far post as Shaib does well to just shepherd the ball out of play under pressure from Indriva Udara. Both teams slightly tentative in the opening phases. Saunders in particular have been very wary about letting Javelin counter. Saunders give that one away cheaply. Running down the line is Lakmal Pereira. Picks out Alim. Rizkan lays it off for Janaka Chaminda. But his pass to Abdullah is poor and runs out of play. And I'm joined in the commentary box by Deshan Gonavala. Deshan, your thoughts on the opening 20 minutes?
I think it's been very up and down stuff, Ashwin. It's been an interesting game, definitely far better than the first stuff we saw in the first semi-final. But not enough goals, obviously, but we've had a few close calls. We've had both sides pushing forward, and it seems like both these sides, they're not taking either an offensive or a very defensive outlook on the game. They're trying to play their usual style and looking where it takes them.
Yes, I think both teams are just feeling each other out. Chanugeranga, his delivery easily headed away. Neither team really committing too many men forward. Sanoj Samira wins the challenge and wins the header again. It's Indriva Udara. The chance to run at Sali again. His control lets him down though. Here's Niresh, lovely piece of skill, but can't get past Chaminda. Here's Rizkan. Releases Abdullah. Abdullah gets his cross in, but it's deflected. And Malaka Pereira was a difficult. It was a difficult attempt to make, but certainly sliced his effort over the bar. Sankaviraj was nearly running through to Niresh. It's a crunching tackle from Indriva Udara. Is that foray forward from Munir Sali?
Udara has been a live wire in the middle of the park for Saunders SC. He's just trying to connect all the dots and create those little attacking opportunities. Samira, meanwhile, sitting back and taking care of the defensive duties. His presence really allowing Saunders to be a bit more inventive, to take a few more risks than they would if he wasn't there. And another bone crunching challenge there coming in on Rizkan on this occasion, as the ball makes its way out of bounds.
Chanuka Eranga, the Saunders skipper, is the man down on the turf at the moment. Not quite sure as to how serious his injury is, but he will be looked at by a member of the Saunders medical team. Minutes in, and certainly neither team can really claim to have dominated this first half thus far. It's very much been 50-50 affair, with teams balancing out their commitments to attack and defense also at 50-50.
Just the right thing to do there, and Java Lane have done it. Muhammad Alim giving the ball to the boys in yellow. Sanod Samira picks it up off the throw in. Sanod Samira couldn't do too much as Rizkan nearly loses it, but it's kept in bounds, but has gone out for a throw in. Captain Najib Deen falling for the challenge. Munir Sali takes the throw. Najib Deen again, he hits the deck this time. High boot coming his way. I think it was Chanuka Eranga, the skipper of Saunders SC. Sajid Dharmapala and Shahil Azhar making this wall, as Rizkan Faisal looks to take this ball in. He has a tendency to use his left foot to whip those crosses in. And here we go, Rizkan Faisal. He overhits that one. Couldn't wrap his foot around it enough. Just hit the underside of the ball a bit too much and took flight.
Yes, that was a terrible free kick. He's capable of much better. He had a brilliant free kick from a similar position against Renown. She forced Usman into a brilliant save. But that one on that occasion causing no problems whatsoever for Sankaviraj. Sajid Dharmapala picks out Shahil. Throw in for Saunders. Long throw into the box. Deflected behind for a corner kick. So an opportunity for Saunders to get some men into the box. And it's the dangerous Krishant Abesekara who will take the corner kick. It's a swinging delivery, only partially cleared.
And Samira, they are getting in the way, but he couldn't hold on to it, so the ball's been sent flying back towards his defenders. And Sundaraj Niresh takes a tumble, but he manages to hold on to the ball. Samira sends it wide. Still on it, Saunders SC. But nothing doing. Krishant Abbesekara, he's been penalised for that high boot.
I think either one of these two teams have to score a goal for this game to open up a bit, because at the moment they just seem to be happy to let things be the way they are. Neither team wants to really commit too many men forward. But it's a case of, I think, neither team not wanting to lose it as opposed to go out and win it. There's a chance, but that won't drop for Niresh. Appeals for handball, and it's given by the referee. Shahil, the guilty party. It's a terrible free kick. Luckily, Janaka Chaminda is there and is able to prevent it from reaching the oncoming Saunders midfielders.
The game has taken a turn for a slower pace, hasn't it, Ashwin? It started off in a more frantic pace than this, and similar to the first semi-final, we are seeing a much more settled down, much more pedestrian pace coming in, and it's really taking the zest out of the game, and making it very predictable as well.
Yes, Javelin do play well on the counter. They're not as good when they have to create their own chances, especially against a very disciplined defense line. Saunders also somewhat similar. It's going to take a moment of magic from one of the players on the pitch to maybe get the first goal of the game, because at the moment it doesn't appear that we have a goal on the cards. Here's Alim. Munir Sali. Back to Alim. Lovely turn from Naveen Jude. Chance to run at Hettiarachi, but a great tackle by Dumudu Hettiarachi. Alim with the cross in. That's a good cross to the far post. But just evades Malaga Pereira at the far post. But he was offside in any case, so wouldn't have counted for much. Lovely little turn from Naveen Jude.
And Saunders now looking to recover from that and really start an attack of their own, as they get held up there by the renowned defender, by the Javelin defender. Coming into this game, Ashwin, Saunders did look like the bigger of the two teams, haven't they? Even though Javelin did overcome a bigger opponent in renowned SC, one of the favourites for the tournament. But here we go, Saunders now with a chance. They've got the numbers, they're looking to break. And here we go, opportunity for a shot. And there is a shot taken, but it's straight at the keeper there from Sundaraj Niresh. Not going to trouble him at all.
Yes, it was a difficult technique there. I think that technique best demonstrated by Ronaldinho against Chelsea at the Bridge. When from the edge of the box, standing motionless, he picked out the corner. Sundaraj Niresh, probably not of the same caliber, but fires his shot straight at Dhammika Senarath. But much better from Saunders. That's probably the best move of the game they put together in terms of moving the ball around. Driva Udara did hit the woodwork early on.
But as you're saying, Ashwin, again, Javelin, they are unexpectedly here. They took on Renown in the quarterfinals. They were expected to go down, but did pull off an amazing performance to win 3-1. And they have that tag of underdogs, and I think they're working very well with it.
This also, I think that the team's mindset has changed ever since they were relegated from the Dialogue Champions League. They know they have to be better and stronger if they are to get back to the first division. And they worked hard. They did very well in the City Football League President's Trophy. And now another strong showing at the FA Cup. New coach, former national player Mohammad Nazar, taking charge of the team. That's a good looking delivery in. Another Saunders player is able to get a touch on it to really trouble Dhammika Senarath. Poor touch from Malaka Pereira. And
absolutely clattered the man there, didn't he? The Saunders man, that's Sajid Dharmapala. He came in looking at the ball. There was no harm intended, but still the same way, it's a foul. And just trying to take a look at who the man is on the ground for Javelin. It's Lakmal Pereira. Felt the wrong end of that one, didn't he? As there seems to be a signal for a change by the looks of it. Janaka Chaminda, they are just telling the referee there was a hint of elbow there as well, and that it was intentional. He's not moved since he hit the deck, and it doesn't look too good, Ashwin, does it?
Yes, the stretcher has been called on. And Javelin are a bit short of defensive options. Lakmal Pereira has been a mainstay at left back for them right throughout this tournament. And there seems to be a lengthy break in play. The medical team.
Janaka Chaminda just signaling there that he's hit the back of his head. Not a very good area to get hit in terms of injuries. Can really have some serious repercussions, can't it, Ashwin?
Yes, indeed. There's a risk of concussion. The player takes a knock to the back of the head. And Lakmal Pereira looks like he's going off the pitch. Whether it's just temporarily or permanently, we will find out soon. He's being assessed at the moment as Alim sets himself to deliver this free kick. It's not the best free kick, doesn't beat the first defender, but he'll have another bite at the cherry. Poor touch by Abdullah, lets it get away. Sanoj Samira finds Niresh, spreads it wide to Kishant Abesekara. Mohammad Shahil forcing the corner kick.
Shahil had the right idea there. You could see how fast he was trying to get in front of the defender marking Kishant Abesekara. He just wanted to offer that extra man and try and create some space for him to put the cross, but very well followed in by the Javelin defender as well, not giving him a yard of space, and that's why we have a corner now. Could have been much worse for the boys in white and green. And the ball comes in. They made an absolute mess of that corner. should have done far better. You expect so much more with his quality, Sundaraj Niresh.
Yes, slight tactical shuffle as well from Saunders. Mohammad Shahil and Indri Udara switching wings. They've done it before as well. As Java Lane win a throw for themselves near the centre line. Here's Abdullah. Beats his man brilliantly. Mohammad Abdullah. Chance to get in across. Cleared away by Priyadarshana. Aleem sets himself from range, but
Speculative effort, isn't it, Ashwin? You're not going to score from that range. He barely had any run up at all. He couldn't get the power behind it. It was absolutely unnecessary, but just a glimpse of what you can see Java Lane do. It's absolutely brilliant work by Abdullah down the right flank. He just puts the ball beyond his man, makes a dash, and puts in a dangerous cross as Saunders now with a chance, but he's been taken down from behind. Sundaraj Niresh receiving that hit. As Sajid Dharmapala stands over this free kick. He hoiks it towards the goal. Not too much happening with that one, but here we go. Java Lane pushing forward. Rizkan Faizer tries to find the man on the outside. He couldn't. And again, a bit of argy-bargy going on here, but no man is so. What a piece of skill there by Sundaraj Niresh to get away from the man. He does absolutely brilliantly. Pulling out that bag of tricks as Sundaraj Niresh picks it up and he tries to let fly, fires it straight at the man, tries to go on the volley. No position to take that one. And ball is out of play yet again. Java Lane supporters, of course, encouraged by that. As they get the ball, they will push on to try and nick that first goal yet again. Saunders intercept. No with the ball, but here we go. Abdullah now, he's got two men for company. He manages to get past one. He couldn't get his body in the way. If he did, that would have been very, very dangerous stuff right there. He's been absolutely brilliant. He's been very threatening here. Najib Deen. As Rizkan Faizer steps up to take this corner kick. And the ball is sent in here towards the far post. Nothing doing. It wasn't a very good delivery there. Malak Pereira tried to make the best of it, but couldn't do too much. If you're just joining us, we are here at the semi-final of the FA Cup, the second semi-final between Java Lane and Saunders. As the ball sent in here, dangerous stuff. As Saunders keep pushing on in, they fire towards the keeper, but straight at him. It's not going to threaten him too much. It's Dhammika Senarat, the keeper. He made no mistake with it, and once again, like I was saying, you're here at the FA Cup semi-final with us. We've got people watching all the way from Indonesia. Love to have you here. Hope you all are enjoying the game. Abu Dhabi as well. Absolutely brilliant to see the Sri Lankan game being taken across our shores, beyond as well. The game so far hasn't really lived up to the billing of being that clash of the titans we expected to see. The second half of the earlier semi-final really lived up to that tagline. "40 minutes gone now. We have 5 minutes in the first half to see a first goal in this game." As Janaka Saminda picks it up, he has an opportunity. Abdullah now, and Janaka Saminda on the outside. Abdullah's pass a bit too central for the big man. And here we go. Abdullah intercepts. I beg your pardon, is Rizkan Faizer rather. Slight tackle comes in. A hint of man there by the looks of it, but the referee says nothing doing that. It's absolutely legal. Chanu Keranga with that tackle. As Janaka Chaminda takes this one, he looks for Abdullah. Finds Abdullah. Abdullah crosses it. It comes to nothing yet again. As Asanka Viraj clears this one. And it works itself to the keeper, Dhammika Senarath, for Java Lane. Bit of a clash there between two Java Lane players, but the ball is in safe hands. And just a bit too much on it for Abdullah. Ball coming in, but no risks taken there by the Java Lane defender. He doesn't want to take any chances with the dangerous Saunders attack coming his way. Saunders trying to push on here. Cross coming in. Mohammad Zahil's cross just a bit over hit. Udara tries to send this one in. Doesn't really find the recipient, but here we go. Java Lane working it out the back. Janaka Chaminda trying to get past Krishant Abesekara. Referee blows for a foul. And the free kick has been taken. The overall atmosphere of the stadium has also been a bit subdued with the drop in the pace of the game. As Krishant Abesekara, he tries to make something of it. He's picked it up in some space. He's got a man on the right side as well. He spots him. It's Udara. Udara tries to take on his defender. He couldn't, but the ball has found its way forward and nearly sneaks in past the Java Lane keeper Dhammika Senarath. I don't know how that happened. Took two quick ricochets and just fell through. And Java Lane steals it off Saunders yet again. Coming to no avail there. Sanod Samira getting involved to get rid of it. As the ball is sent back to the middle of the park, but Sanod Samira manages to intercept. What a bone-touching challenge. That was absolutely brilliant. Janaka Chaminda, he looks back to square it, but Sanod Samira. And here we go. Good chance! But once again, the keeper had no problems covering it up. He's in fine form today. He's been alert. Even that earlier ricochet ball that bounced towards him, nobody expected that. He was well aware of where the ball was at the time. That's what you need in your keeper, especially at a semi-final, an FA Cup semi-final at that. Another challenge there coming in. Munir Sali, the challenge, but once again, Saunders have won the ball. They have a chance to make something of it. The ball nearly finds its way to its man, but Zahil's outfoot pass not getting quite where he wanted it to go. as Rizkan Pfizer whips it in. Good chance for Naveen Jude. You expect a man of his quality to bury that, but what a chance for the diminutive forward. Former Royal College under-19 player. He's got absolutely numerous bags of skill, but just not that time. If he did score that, we'd have a massive game on our hands as we finished normal time. That would have been a lead going into the half-time interval, which is absolutely massive in this kind of game. Dhamika Senarath once again making no mistake, controlling that one and taking it into his arms as he clears the ball. Referee takes a bit of a look at his watch just to see how much time he has left. Ball cleared there by Lakmal Pereira. The injured man came on after that crash, which left him with a bandaged head as Saunders continues to push forward, and shot has been taken, but nothing again as Udara tries to make something of it on the right side. And as we wind down the clock here, Saunders have been a bit more potent in the last few minutes. Heading into the break, they have tested Dhamika Senarath, although not too well. They have kept him on his toes. And that is half time here of the second semi-final of the Cargill's FA Cup.
Words of advice have been spoken by the managers to maybe push on and try to get an extra goal. As Niresh puts pressure on the Javelin defense right from the start, and Saunders have a throw.
Just as you were saying, Ashwin, we do need an influx of energy here for this game, and that may just be the case here as Saunders are pushing on with Sajid Dharmapala, but his pass just a bit too far in.
Goal kick for Javelin. Almost into opposition territory. Shahil is caught late, and surely the first booking of the game. Yes, it's Munir Sali who picks up the card. Right back was late and caught Mohammad Shahil charging forward. He'll have to watch his step from now on. Krishant Abesekara is standing over the ball.
Krishant Abesekara said to whip this one in. He's getting the ball into the box, but nothing doing. Taken care of by the Javelin side as ball is sent back in to the box. Saunders with another chance, but again last ditch defending here. Munir Sali himself taking care of it.
Yes, certainly can't fault both teams for their defensive efforts.
They have been rock solid at the back, both sides, but what we need to see is some goals. Let's see whether this corner brings one. Whipped in. Oh, and it's a good chance. It comes off the crossbar there. Saunders very nearly breaking the deadlock the second time they hit the woodwork. And Sundaraj Niresh very unlucky on that occasion.
Yes, Krishant Abhisekara scored from that exact end against Blue Star from a corner kick. And that one also had Dhammika Senrath worried. This one is cleared away at the front post by Fahim. Yes, Sajid Dharmapala against Naveen Jude. Can't get away from him. Naveen Jude just about making the tackle, forcing the mistake. Throw in for Java Lane.
Java Lane trying to play out the back. Quick turn there as Niresh Sundaraj looks out wide for support. He finds Udara trying to create something. He gets past the man, but no, Lakmal Pereira makes no mistake. He holds on to his man successfully and manages to work it out for a corner. Udara now with the third corner.
Lakmal Pereira got a bandage on his head after that nasty knock to the head as this ball goes all the way through to Niresh once again, but came to him rather quickly for deflection and he didn't have time to sort out his feet.
Ball making its way back to Rizkan Faizer. Rizkan Faizer looking for support and he looks inside. Java Lane pushing here. Can they hold on to it?
Suru Pereira getting himself into an almighty mess before putting it out for a throw. Also that ends well for the Saunders right back. Dara now conceding throw in. There's Lakmal Pereira. And that ball is well taken by Asanka Viraj, the experienced goalkeeper. He's very good at dealing with those air balls. Long ball played over the top for Naveen Jude to run on to. But Chanu Keranga recovers. And recovers well to get back and steal it from him. Put it out for a throw in. Cross in once again straight at Asanka Viraj.
The ball finding its way back to Lakmal Pereira. He manages to find a teammate. And he's taking no risks there at the centre back. You don't want to mess around, especially when you're the last man. You don't want to get caught on the ball. And Sundaraj Niresh is a very tricky customer to deal with. He's very quick. As they continue to push here, Saunders, they are holding most of the aces with them. They are more controlled and much more measured in their game as well.
Rizwan Shaib gets the clearance away. Naveen Jude lays it off for Chaminda. To Lakmal Pereira. Gets it back. Smalaka Pereira. And
Smalaka Pereira absolutely furious with that decision, but he has nobody to blame. The ball was played towards the man who was in an offside position, so the referee had no other option than to hand the offside call in favour of Saunders SC. Malaka Pereira of course tried to do something, sorry, I beg your pardon, Janaka. Chaminda tried to do something about it and chase after the ball and recover possession, but of course the pass's intended recipient, somebody else. It was the right call, wasn't it, Ashwin?
Yes, because Naveen Jude did move towards the ball first, which was why the linesman raised his flag. Shahil trying to get in that cross in. Again, well negotiated by Sali. Corner number 4 for Saunders. Krishant Abesekara will fancy getting the ball in from that side with his kick curling in towards the goal. And here's Abesekara. That one is flicked on, and I'm not quite sure how he missed from right in front of the goal. Chanuka Ranga it was, who managed to get the ball over the bar from point blank range, but Krishant Abesekara once again proving a tricky customer with his corner kick deliveries. All 4 corners in this half have been of stellar quality, coming from the experienced Saunders midfielder. Ball over the top looking for Janaka Chaminda. Sanot Samira just about doing enough to allow Vasanka Viraj to come and gather. But that's better from Java Lane. Naveen Jude has been marked out of this game by Priyadarshana. He's escaped his grasp only on a couple of times. Here's Shahil.
Shahil with the footwork. He tries to do a fancy pass there. Just takes a bit of the pace out of it and puts his teammate out of his stride. He should have just stuck to the basics there. But strong challenge coming from Javalian as the ball makes its way towards the keeper. And once again, Dhammika Senarath making no mistake in holding on to that one, as Naveen Jude gives chase, but Sanot Samira takes care of the situation. Ball hits straight at the onrushing Javalian attacker as Naveen Jude looks for support. Janaka Chaminda to Abdullah, to Rizkan Faizer. Rizkan Faizer squares it, and it comes off Priyadarshana on that occasion. Works it out, making no mistakes, as the ball is sent forward again towards Sundaraj Niresh.
Once again, brilliant defending from Saunders. Javalian have found clear-cut chances extremely rare. So you can see only a couple of Saunders players in the box, and that one's put in towards Indriya Udara. Sajid Dharmapala sets it for Isuru Pereira, appeals for handball, referee says play on. Poor pass, Sanot Samir intercepts, but Janaka Chaminda has won it back and set Rizkan Faizer off on his way. But Hetty Arachi does well to get to his pass ahead of Abdullah, who has received that pass from an offside position.
And again, it just goes on to show that there is not enough crispness when it comes to Javalian's moves. They usually play in a far more adventurous manner. They do take risks in this game as well. It's just that they don't seem to be paying off, rather, as well as they'd like. Even on that occasion, just Naveen Jude up there for support, and he really had no wingers making the runs to give him the options out wide either. As Lakmal Pereira here collects the ball. Janaka Chaminda lets fly, but unnecessary. It was absolutely unnecessary on that occasion. .
Sanka Viraj launches this one forward. Alim wins the header. Hettiarachi picks up the pieces as Saunders still in possession. Samira lifts it over the top. Sali gets across, clears. Safety first approach adopted by both of the teams. As a spectacle, it's been a bit of a disappointment, I must say, so far.
It certainly has, Ashwin, but now that was another good opportunity for them to get this game back up and running. But still, I feel that neither of the teams are really in it to take a risk or to, sacrifice, a defensive player to try and make an offensive move or something of that sort. In the earlier game we saw when Colombo FC were trailing, they were more than willing to commitment forward, and that really is what changed the game. That is what got them going and put some energy into the game as well. I just don't see these two teams doing.
Yes, I think that's probably because neither of the teams feel obliged to make that commitment to their level. They feel that the longer it stays this way, if they can nick a goal maybe at the death, they will be through. As that one's found its way to Indri Budara. Shot saved by Dhammika Senarath. And Saunders look like they are slowly but surely getting a grip on this game. Indri Budara found by a lovely threaded pass. But firing straight at Dhammika Senarath, it must be said the angle wasn't quite in his favour. But his shot did come at a favourable height, and it's opened the scoring. Krishanta Besekara. I beg your pardon, it's Sundar Raj Niresh. Dhammika Senarath, after making that brilliant save, he's spilt one. And Niresh has fired home. No mistake from inside the 6-yard box. Java Lane trail. Saunders 1, Java Lane 0.
Let's see now if that's the little bit of spice we needed in this game to really liven it up. We can see immediately Java Lane pushing forward. Asanka Viraj making no mistake in gathering that one. But now the crowd is fired up. The players seem to be on edge a bit more. And hopefully, Ashwin, that's what's going to kick this game off in the right way.
Yes, I was just saying that Saunders looked like they were growing into the game. And first from a set piece. As here's Abhisekara, chip ball over the top for Indri Budara. Great take, great piece of skill by Udara. And still going, Isuru Pereira.
And Udara there just showing exactly what he's made of. Absolutely brilliant stuff to try and get into the box. That last touch, just letting him down a bit. But apart from that, beautifully done by the right winger. And we have a man down here for Java Lane. Doesn't seem too serious. He seems okay. And the throw-in set to be taken for Saunders SC by Isuru Pereira.
Long throw into the box, headed clear. Corner kick. Signaled by the linesman.
The crowd getting more and more involved as the game goes on. Good chance for Saunders SC, just mistimed that effort as Java Lane tried to break. But no, Saunders pick it up yet again. Sanud Samira, he's looking for that through ball. He's found Oh, very nearly, very nearly. Very nearly found Isuru. I beg your pardon, he found Udara. Almost. What a through ball that was by the Saunders veteran. Ball being worked towards the side again. Java Lane making no mistakes, getting rid of that ball immediately. Ashwin, now we've seen the first goal in this game. We've seen Saunders take the lead, and it's going to force Java Lane to take some course of action. What do you think these boys are going to do? They need to come back into this game, but they can't afford to risk a second goal as well. Unlike the first game, we don't have that much time left for them.
Yes, I think one option is they could bring the likes of Razunia off from the bench. And Java Lane get this ball in once again. Asanka Viraj comes out and gathers. It's been a steady presence in the Saunders goal. Here's Saunders, they come forward once again. Shahil, he's got the better of his man. Finds Niresh. Krishanta Besekara picks out Indriya Udara. But Malaka Pereira recovers in time to make the clearance. Siru Pereira with the long throw. This has fallen nicely. Begged for a bicycle kick. Nearly got it.
The technique wasn't really there, Ashwin, was it though? He didn't pivot himself enough off his standing foot to get the connection required. He just tried to hope for the best and swing a foot at it.
It was very difficult technique, the bicycle kick. Not quite able to pull it off on that occasion. Besekara has kept it in.
Very good chance there for Sundaraj. Niresh to try and turn that in, but he couldn't. Very well blocked, as Naveen Jude has once again been taken care of by as Naveen Jude gives chase to this one. Headed back toward the keeper very safely.
Tiarachi does well. Goal kick for Saunders. Very much a battle between Peta and Slave Island. Two clubs with rich history. Udara's touch letting him down, but it's fallen favourably. Shanta Besekara goes for goal.
Should have squared it. He should have squared it. There was a man in the middle. He had space. He had time. Krishanta Besekara just a little bit too selfish there. Trying to go for the far post with a smart finish, but not managing to do so as well as he'd like. As Tiarachi puts the ball out of bounds for a throw in. Java Lane with the long throw towards the middle of the park. Spreading it out. Way too much on it though. And there's another throw in here for Saunders.
Poor pass from Alim, and I think maybe Alim or Malaka Pereira if they are to make a change, that will go off. Here's Janaka Chaminda. Masanka Viraj eventually does come for it. Was a bit of hesitation. Launches it upfield. Here's Sanoj Samira. Mohammad Abdullah goes forward. Still on the ball is Abdullah. And the throw-in given Java Lane's way.
Java Lane swing the ball into the box. Good chance. Naveen Jude just couldn't get that connection that he wanted on that ball. Ashwin, I think he headed it a bit too low on the ball. That's what made it rise a bit. Had a few more inches in terms of height and could have been at the back of the net.
Yes, he's not the tallest man, and a rather surprising substitution. Mohammad Abdullah is the man who's going to be replaced, as Shabir Razunia comes in for his place. This makes an immediate contribution, heading it away for throw-in. Shanta Besekara loses out. Isru Pereira flicks it on, going all the way through to the 6-yard box before Java Lane get it clear. Here's Malaka Pereira. Lovely through ball. Janaka Chaminda is running after it. And a nice little jump from Masanka Viraj sees him go over that challenge from Janaka Chaminda. Handball called on Niresh.
Niresh there, just getting out his opponent's skin. He didn't quite play to the referee's whistle. And now he's pleading his innocence, as a card has been shown. Rightly so, I feel, Ashwin. He should have played to the whistle, should have stuck by the rule book. And that, I think, Ashwin, means that if Saunders do make it to the final, Niresh will not be playing.
Is Indriva Udara. His substitution in his place comes Lakmal Fernando. He did score the winner against Blue Star, so he'll be high on confidence. Fahim picks out a man, but once again goes out of play. Not the greatest of back passes. No, Java Lane forced to concede a throw. Isru Pereira launching a throw. It's fallen kindly. Sajid Dharmapala can't get his shot away.
Yeah, Sajid Dharmapala just lost his footing a bit while going for that shot and couldn't really pull it off, as Saunders look to increase their lead, thereby putting this game to bed. But Java Lane, they have other intentions. Here we go. Can they make something out of this? Razunia trying to get involved as Janaka Chaminda puts the ball in. Good chance. But Saunders take care of it. Here we go, Javelin playing it out the back. Working it all the way back, Lakmal Pereira. Good chance for Razunia. He's going to whip this in. Just a bit too much on it.
Poor delivery by the youngster.
And after that, post-goal energy, Ashwin. And here we go, good chance, and it's Javelin! They have equalized! Naveen Jood, the 19-year-old, scores what is bound to be one of the most important goals of this campaign. The crowd has gone absolutely crazy. As Javelin make it 1-1. We were just talking about how the energy levels were dropping, but that goal certainly has changed things, hasn't it, Ashwin?
All the hard work done by Janaka Chaminda. Brilliant run on that byline, and he really threw himself at the ball to get the cross in. And what a cross it was. It's Saunders 1, Javelin 1, and are we headed for penalties, Deshan?
Certainly hope not, Ashwin. I think we can see an absolutely brilliant game coming here. We have about 15 minutes left, and I'm certain that now with the crowd hyped up, the players hyped up, we can see a second goal. Now, here we go. Naveen Jood is giving chase. Naveen Jood finds some space. He's going to shoot. Is he Naveen Jood? No, ball squared. And it falls again. Good chance. It bounces off the defender. Here we go. Second attempt at putting the ball into the box. Scuffed. But Ashwin, suddenly this game has found its life. The crowd has found their voice, and we are in for an enthralling last 15 minutes.
Can he keep it in play? The defender, no, unfortunately he can't. But what a spell that was for Javelin. Got the equalizer, and then they released Naveen Jood. So the crowd has been brought to life as Saunders now with a chance to get forward. Niresh lurking in the middle. But that cross from Abhisekara comfortably gathered by Dhammika Senarath.
Here we go, Sanut Samira. Now he has the responsibility as a senior player on the Saunders side to try and calm things down, to try and create something, to try and push his Chargers forward. But it's going to be tough. Javelin have found their voice all of a sudden, and they seem to be the real deal here.
Karachi's clearance has only gone up, and second one is put out to touch. Lakmal Pereira to take the throw. Javelin currently with the momentum. Here's Malaka Pereira, lovely turn, Malaka Pereira. Picks out Shabir Razunia. but he's come back from an offside position. And it's going to be a free kick for Saunders.
The free kick has been taken, it's been sent towards Java Lane's half, and it's fallen straight for Java Lane midfielder Alim by the looks of it. Janaka Chaminda gets in there, puts his body on the line, manages to nick it, but no, it's gone back towards the opposition. Very, very nearly again, manages to get the ball there, Sundaraj Niresh, but not quite, just missing out. And the ball's bounced over, fortunate bounce, but Razunya doesn't seem to mind. He's got Hetiaras for company, very good chance now. And it's a good opportunity, ball sent in just too far in, and it's a second chance! Janaka Chaminda very unlucky both times. The ball falling behind the big man. But Java Lane, they seem to be the side who will win this game, if at all, before the end of the 90, Ashwin.
Astute Saunders defensive performance has been torn to shreds as they look a panic bunch now. A late goal decided the first semi-final. Will a late goal decide the second one? Akmal Pereira looking for Janaka Chaminda. His pass cut out. Long ball over the top looking for Abhisekar Niresh. It's the better of his man. Here's Sundaraj Niresh. Still Niresh. Taken away from his toes at the last minute. And a foul called on Naveen Jude. Referee opting to keep his cards in his pocket on that occasion, as it's like the Saunders player will require some medical assistance. So, no, he says he's okay to continue. Lakmal Fernando it is.
Yeah, and that's something you like to see. You like to see players wanting to get up and continue without just rolling around when it's not much of a big deal. And credit to Lakmal Fernando for doing exactly that. Hetiarachi takes the resulting free kick. A little hoik towards the box, but it has been cleared. Once again, no mistakes there from the keeper in collecting that one. As we go into the last few minutes of this game, Hetiarachi picks it up from behind. They know they need another goal if they are to nick this result. Less than 10 minutes left for these teams to try and do something. If not, they're going to go to penalties, and that just evens things out. Java Lane with the momentum behind them. Can they get a result? Can they turn this game on its head? Saunders are pushing on. Good chance for Saunders. Ball falls into the box. Touch, shot. Oh, and it has been scuffed. Thought for a minute there that it was going to find the back of the net after that second touch, but nothing doing. Here we go. Niresh, Naveen Jude rather, finds support. Rizkan Faizer, back to Naveen Jude. Naveen Jude with an opportunity. He takes a step over, he goes wide, and he tries to put the ball into the box, but he loses his footing, unfortunately. Good stuff there from the youngster, really driving in. He's leading this attack with aplomb. Here we go, the ball once again in the Java lane half. This is how they start their attacks. They start it on the counter. They are not a side to hold on to the ball for too long and try to build up attacks. Sundaraj Niresh of Saunders, their side is an absolute different approach, but on this occasion the build-up's not working. Just the look of disappointment from Sundaraj Niresh to Abesekara. Krishant Abesekara returning that look to Niresh as well. Saunders pushing on here as the resulting cross comes to nothing. Java lane tries to play it a bit calm, but the fans, they don't seem to approve. And it has been taken a bit quicker, but Janaka Chaminda not being found there by Razunia. And another cross all the way from the left. He has come in, and a good opportunity now for Saunders, some space. Just a bit of banter from the fans here in the stands as well, as we draw towards the end of the 90. And penalties as a result. Aleem takes a tumble, but the referee says no foul. Referee says play on, son. And that's exactly what they're doing here, as Niresh Sundaraj finds Sanod Samira looking for a teammate, looking for support. Krishant Abesekara couldn't do much, ball gone wide. And it's been whipped in yet again. Good chance! Just over the goal there. Very, very close. But again, Saunders failing to find the back of the net, and that is the most important statistic here. They've not got too much time to do it, and they need to make use of these chances. Here we have another corner. It's been full of corners this half. We've had plenty to go around, and it's being whipped in. Good chance for a header. Not rising high enough as Sanod Samira picks it up. Janaka Chaminda manages to stop it, looking for support. Janaka Chaminda, he thinks he can get past Sanod Samira. Oh, and the challenge comes in. Sanod Samira, is he gonna go into the book? No, he's not, but Janaka Chaminda did make the most out of that one. Just 5 minutes left in this game. Java lane pushing forward here. Aleem sends it in, good chance! Asanka Viraj though makes no mistakes in holding on to it. It's been spread out wide again. Good chance for Saunders to try and make something of this, but they've lost the ball. Here we go. Saunders pushing on here. Lakmal Fernando trying to do something with the ball. Takes a tumble. Referee says nothing doing again. That wasn't a foul. It's a very soft one if it was. And Naveen Jood looking for that space. Naveen Jood gets past his man. Tries to get past Hettiarachi rather. Hettiarachi not happy with it. Naveen saying he came in not to get the ball but to take the man down with him. Hettiarachi had other ideas and made sure those ideas were known. We've not got too long. It's about 3 minutes left, and we'll very shortly go in for a penalty shootout if the scoreline stays without a change. And another foul on the cards. No, he stayed up on his feet. Good chance! But the goalkeeper, Dhammika Senarath, makes absolutely no mistake with that one. He saved Java Lane yet again. But what a ball that was from Lakmal Fernando. Now again, Saunders pushed it forward. Good chance yet again. But nope. They continue to hold on to that parity that they worked so hard to collect. Saunders building up again. This time Sajid Dharmapala looking for options. And Lakmal Fernando, the recipient. Lakmal Fernando squares it. Good chance, but there's nobody to meet it. Ball sent back in again. No connection. No proper connection there. Sanod Samira is looking for options. He looks wide. He finds teammate Shahil Azhar puts it in. No, but Janaka Chaminda is the man who manages to find himself there in time. Janaka Chaminda again. Looking for options. Oh, and managed to let Alim get away with it. And the ball sent towards Janaka Chaminda, the big man. Sends the ball in, a diving header to clear it by Hettiarachi by the looks of it. Yes, it was. Very, very close. Yet again, but Asanka Viraj making sure to take care of the business. And Rizkan Faizer trying to create something out of these last few minutes. Pushpa Kumara pushing forward. Here we go. Good chance to shoot. Very nearly. Very, very nearly. It wasn't that far away there from the Saunders midfielder. But they've just announced the number of added minutes. Janaka Chaminda. He doesn't care that Hettiarachi is on the ground. He's going on his run. Oh, and he gets past his man. Janaka Chaminda puts the ball into the box. What a chance! Very, very nearly. Asanka Viraj drops it. He had his heart in his mouth there. Nilesh Sundaraj with his hands in the air. He's wondering why the play wasn't stopped when there's a man injured. But unless it's a head injury, it's absolutely at the discretion of the opposition who has the ball, whether they want to put the ball out of bounds. So Janaka Chaminda was well within his legal right to continue playing the way he did. As Hettiarachi hits the deck, I think it's a bit of cramp by the looks of it. And here we go, Saunders pushing forward. Nilesh Sundaraj manages to get past his man. He's breaking into the box, doing step over after step over. Can he square it? He squares it! But the keeper makes no mistake. Again, Javalan throwing bodies on the line here. Ball comes in, here we go. Damika Senrath picks it up, he's looking for options. There's a man watching Rizkan Faizer, that's Sanot Samera. Rizkan Faizer has space, he finds Aleem. Aleem now has space to run into, he's running. Past 2 men, 3 men, can he get past Hettiarachi? No, he can't. And that is the 90 here at the Sugata Dasa Stadium. The second FA Cup semi-final. We still don't know who's going to face Army a week from now. The referee just telling the players, do not come off the pitch, because we are now going in for a penalty shootout. We can see the dead legs, the tired bodies out there. But this is where things get interesting. Here we go, we can see the supporters coming down closer to the barricades as well, just to get a bit of a glimpse of the penalty shootout that's about to ensue. Already had the likes of Lakmal Pereira hit the deck. He's played his heart out even with that injury. And now has to go through another psychological test in the form of a penalty shootout. The game. Here we go. Sanot Samira steps up and he finds the back of the net. The minority Saunders supporters here, they know what that means. He's made no mistake. He's shown his years of experience. And he's just putting some confidence in the mind of his goalkeeper Sanka Viraj, as well as we have Aleem by the looks of it, who is stepping up to take this second penalty. This third penalty rather for Java Lane.
Very good penalty kick from Sanoj Samira to get it back to 2-1. And from now on in, every penalty Java Lane scores, it's going to put more pressure on the next Saunders taker. And Aleem finds the back of the net. 3-1. And going up for Saunders is the skipper, Isuru Pereira.
I can feel the pressure on his shoulders, Ashwin, as the skipper. He has a massive responsibility. He misses this, that's it. And he knows it, we know it, these people around us know it. It's a lot of pressure because the chances of them coming back are next to nothing. And here we go, he steps up, he shoots, and he finds the back of the net. He keeps his side in it. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Had that been missed, Ashwin, I didn't see a way back for Saunders.
Yes, and now Janaka Chaminda is confidently striding towards the penalty spot. He's given everything in both the quarterfinals and the semi-final, but he now just has to put the ball in the back of the net from 12 yards to give his side a great opportunity to play in the final. Here's Janaka Chaminda, fires it straight, but really Asanka Viraj should have kept that penalty out. Was at a comfortable height and he got to it, but failed to keep it out. As Lakmal Fernando now, he simply has to score. If he misses this penalty, Saunders are out. Lakmal Fernando from 12 yards out to keep Saunders in the FA Cup. Into the top corner. For a moment I thought it was going over, but it was a very good penalty.
Certainly looked at it, certainly looked like it, Ashwin, but very good penalty indeed. Asanka Viraj, he's not the quickest man on the pitch, so it's very hard for him to get into those areas, especially on the top corners. You simply don't save those, and here we go. Rizkan Faizer, he's from the area, He knows those streets like the back of his hand, and he's played for that club for as long as we can remember. Here we have him stepping up to potentially win the game for his side. Rizkan Pfizer to put Java Lane in the FA Cup final. He steps up and he buries it. That's it. That's that. Java Lane have made the FA Cup final after relegation from the Dialogue Champions League. They have made it all the way to the pinnacle of the oldest footballing competition in this country. What a way to come back. Rizkan Pfizer, a man, Java Lane through and through, manages to put them in the final, and they will be taking on Army SC in the coming week for the FA Cup title and the title of winners of the Cargill's FA Cup 2017. The fans have gone crazy. It's absolutely amazing stuff here. We've had one of the low quality games, but in terms of penalty shootouts, it's been one of the best. We've had it all here today, folks. We've had late goals, we've had killer tackles, and we've had passionate fans. All that, and that goes on to show what football can do. It really does inspire, and it does really get everyone going.